Welcome back, everybody, to Naruto D&D with Hot Swappable Gaming. I am your host, Connor. With us, we have Shiro, Kozukai,
Hey,
also known as Nick, then Shiro,
that's me, Mike.
also known as Mike, then Kono,
Hi.
also known as Zach, and Silas,
That was
also known as Travis.
That was-
Yeah, I need to fucking up you.
Really
quiet.
depressed, huh? You're just depressed that Nick kissed Ken, not you, huh?
Oh my god!
A little chuckle.
I'm
I'm
still
thermal
so
with it.
salty about that. I have the paper bomb still attached to my head. I'm about ready to blow it up.
So, quick recap on what happened last time. Everyone just kind of did their own thing for a day in the village. Nick kissed Ken, being slightly deceived. He threatened to blow himself up. Fucking Kono made a puppet. I don't remember anything else that happened.
Threatened
was-
an Ombu
Some
officer.
stuff happened.
Oh, right, you threatened an Ombu officer and investigated the police station.
What?
Yeah, that happened.
What did anybody tell me?
Don't worry about it.
Mike, I gave you the recordings.
I didn't finish it. Like I got to like an hour and I didn't get to that.
Okay, so first off, as normal, roll a 1d8.
As normal, we haven't done this forever.
It's been like a
First
week.
time not getting a perfect 8.
Ah,
And there it is.
Sure.
All right, Shiro, roll 1d4.
Dang.
Wow, you rolled the exact one I was hoping you'd do because it's the only one that hasn't been encountered.
Well, I was gonna say, isn't he still gone?
What's up? Don't worry, we're gonna cover that.
Okay.
So that's the first thing we're jumping into. So last time we saw, fucking slurring my words. Last time we saw Shiro, he had run into the Onbu headquarters to deliver a report about the police station, or to bring up to them, that something had happened to the police station. Where then he was accused of being a criminal and was brought in to figure out what's going on with him. So that's where we're gonna start, is with Shiro. You are currently in your jail cell, blah, blah, blah. You're there for about 8 hours without anything happening. So it's about, you can tell it's roughly morning at this time, until eventually you see a man with slick black hair, who you recognize to be Coyote, walk in and open your door and lead you into the room opposite of the jail cell, or the interrogation room, as you remember.
So that's what happened. All right.
So that's what happened. So we're running through this real quick. All right. So Coyote looks at you. So like you're sitting. Let's just move into the fucking room.
Oh, sweet.
Fuck. What room was it? That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. There it is.
Why are
this
we
place.
there?
I remember that.
hey, there's me.
Hey, get the fuck out of there. Let me remove the fucking fog of war.
We don't have fog of war.
All right. Well, it fucking was checked on, so don't worry about that then.
All right, just
So y'all can see everything, right?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you are on the bed that you are familiar with, and Coyote starts asking you a couple, or he's there standing, looking at you straight across the way with his leaning his back on the wall. And he's just looking at you.
scum.
Do you say that?
No,
Do you say that to him?
no. I'll tell you if I say it out loud. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and explicitly state I'm thinking to myself.
Okay. Are you gonna say anything, or are you just gonna keep waiting, looking at him?
No, I'm just gonna keep looking. Sit on the bed. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Let's wrap this up. I got places to be.
Is that what you say to him?
Yeah, that's what I say to him.
Okay, so he looks at you and he kind of chuckles to himself. All right, let's get things moving. So, what were you doing at the police station last night?
Well, believe it or not, Ken's dojo had disappeared. So I went to the police station and reported. soon as I arrived, there were 3 dead officers. So I left and immediately headed up here. Reported.
Mm-hmm. Do you have anyone who can confirm your whereabouts of your activity last night?
Not a soul. I went solo. I even dropped my wolf off back at my house.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you can provide us, anything at all that might even be able to convince us of your innocence here?
Not a shred. Only my word.
Not a shred. And he kind of looks at you, and then he just kind of bursts out laughing. Oh, man. Well, lucky for you, we found something while we were there. You, as a samurai, aren't capable of that much when it comes to ninjutsu, are you?
Naturally.
Naturally. Well, we found that the bars that everyone that had released the convicts inside had been completely melted off. So, as of right now, and because we have no reason or proof that you did anything wrong over there, we're going to release you. Now, I want you to realize that this is a little less than orthodox. But because you and I have a familiar relationship to an extent, I'm going to trust you on this, and I'm going to let you go.
All right. Well, thanks. Yeah.
Now, before you go on your way, I have one more question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know where Ken is?
No. Like I
Do you
said,
know... I've got a couple more questions. Do you know any... What do you know exactly about Ken?
well, from what he's told me, he's from the land of iron. Not sure if that's true. He has a dojo in town, which, as I said, had disappeared on that same night. I also know that he has some strange ability that allows him to have clones, or maybe something even better than that, maybe complete copies of himself. I also know he has a slightly higher than normal chakra level compared to my own, of course.
Do you know where he might have gotten this duplication ability, whatever it might be?
Don't even understand it myself, let alone where it came from.
Is there anything else you wish to tell me?
Nothing comes to mind.
Okay. Now I'm going to tell you, don't worry too much about Ken. We have taken it now under the Yambu to start taking care of this in-house. So, you shouldn't have to worry about him for a while at least. But if you do, we're going to have a similar deal as our previous one. Do you
Okay,
understand?
understood. There's one other thing. He does seem to have an infatuation with one of my comrades that may lead you to something, teacher.
That may lead us to something. What do you mean?
Well, he has a strange infatuation with him. We run into him on multiple occasions, and he seems to maybe want to do some things. I don't know what kind of things those are, but he sounds like he wants to do some things to my comrade. Maybe spend some time together, get to know each other. Yeah, that kind of thing.
I see. Well, thank you for your information. We will keep this in mind moving forward.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
All right, and he escorts you out.
So where was he the whole time? Because it's only been 8 hours.
16 hours.
All right, that makes more sense.
Yeah, sorry. I was thinking of the exact timeline. That's it. You were held for 16 hours before you were questioned. That's that. Like I said, really not much that happened while he was gone.
GG.
Fucking boo!
Hey.
I promise you. I promise you.
Promise me a good story, and then you deliver.
I promise you a good time, okay? That's all I'm gonna promise you.
GG.
God damn, God's
Okay.
angry. Point smart me down.
So it's about nighttime, right after the events had happened last night between Kozukai and Ken kissing. Silas had headed home. Kono had headed home. And shortly after, Shiro enters back into the apartment.
Oh my God, Shiro, where the fuck were you?
Long story, but how's Fubuki doing?
Fubuki is perfectly fine.
All right, well that looks good. So I guess we have a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Not really though. I mean,
What?
so check it out. So when that same night, I went to see if there's anything else strange about Ken. Maybe get some more information. The whole dojo was gone,
What?
completely disappeared.
So there's nothing there, not even a building?
Not even a building.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So I went to the police station to report it. All the cops in the front area are dead. So I got the heck out of there. Went straight to Anbu headquarters, where they assumed that I was the culprit and locked me up. And that's pretty much where I've been.
I was
They just
at
released me.
Ambu headquarters. I went down into the cells and no one was there.
I was being investigated. They were interrogating me.
For how long? 2 days?
I don't know. It's a big haze.
Jesus.
It's not important. What is important is that we find out what the heck's going on here.
That's what happened. You were in the cell for 8 hours, then you were in the fucking in the fucking room for 8 hours before you're let go. That's where I fucking skipped.
All right,
Sorry, metagaming.
God damn. Well, Ken showed up here. I had Kono and Silas hang out around, see if we can get some information out of them. You never guess what happened. I kissed Ken apparently. All because
Kissed
Silas. Yeah, because Silas baited me into it. He said we can get some information. Actually, we got zero information, except for that he loves me. That's it. Fucking loves me.
See, I don't know what to say. I think to myself, I hate that I missed that though.
You know, can I borrow like 1,000 Rio off you so I can go buy a curling iron to burn off my lips?
Well, I'd be broke if I did that, so sorry.
Oh,
Rent's coming up. I don't know when it's gonna come. I want to be ready for it.
I mean we got a few weeks before the end of the month.
I gotta save up some money. I don't know how expensive it's gonna be. Sadly, I didn't look at the listing for this place.
I mean that's the first thing you do, Shiro.
Yeah, I don't think about those kinds of things. Throw money
Alright.
right at them for deposit, and then where the heck is Silas? Oh, no.
Well, they're at their houses, probably chilling and skilling.
All right. What time is it?
Like midnight.
It's midnight. All right. Well, in any case, should probably get some sleep.
Yep.
And you guys go to bed. Anything the Silas or Kono do before they go to bed?
No, I went to bed.
Okay. Anything for you, Silas? All right.
See you all day.
So, let's go down the fucking order. Kozuke, you were first. Okay, roll listen chat. You're okay. So it's the next morning. You wake up. You remember. All right. Owari told you. We've got another mission today. So let's go meet up in front of meet up in front of the Hokage mansion as always. So roll listen check.
All of us, or
Just Kozuke.
Here we go again.
So you hear over a fence when you were walking. You and Shiro leave at a different time, like a minute apart. Don't worry about that.
GG. I got up early.
Actually, you know what? You two are gonna leave together.
You sure?
Do you two leave together? I'm gonna ask you. Do you two leave together?
No.
I would
kinda wanna see
prefer
what
it.
happens.
Shiro said no. Shiro said fuck you.
I say no. I want to see what happens.
All right.
Okay.
So I guess not. Fuck.
All right. So Kozuke, you hear over a fence a couple of what sounds to be children laughing, and then you hear come on, I think we should break its legs.
I'm gonna poke my head over the fence and look at see what they're doing.
All right. So you look over and you see that they are holding a puppy,
Jesus.
and that one of the kids is grabbing its leg.
I'm gonna say to the kids, can't break his legs like that.
Do diplomacy check.
Oh my god.
The kid who's holding the arm, let's go with the arm, looks at you, sticks his tongue out, and goes, "Nah."
I'm gonna
Kid.
hop over the fence. And I'm gonna pick up the puppy.
Yeah, pick up the puppy. So you're gonna grab it out of the kid's grip.
Yeah.
All right. You've got the puppy.
Kid, you can't go around breaking puppies' legs without the proper equipment.
Jeez.
Come with me, kids.
They follow.
I walk over to this lake here, right here. I stick the puppy down. All right, come here, kids. Getting close.
Oh my god.
If you could see my face right now, I've just got my hand over it.
Me
Where's your
too.
effing webcam, man? Where you
So
at?
do
All right.
I.
So the kids are looking over. They're looking at it, looking at what you're doing.
And I take the kids by the collars and toss them in the river.
Thank you. That's exactly where I wanted that to go. Thank you.
GG.
All right, the kids are now drenched, and they yell obscenities at you and run away.
I'm just gonna laugh. I'm gonna take the puppy and I'm gonna keep it on me until I get to the Hokage mansion.
Okay. So along the way, like as soon as you start doing that, you hear a little girl, and she's like, "Well, I'm looking for my puppy." Like you hear her talking to another person. "I'm looking for my puppy. Have you seen a little white little puppy?"
Say
It's a white puppy on you.
I'm gonna. Oh,
Keep the puppy.
that's what I want to do.
This is your inner conscience speaking. Keep the puppy.
Shut the fuck up with the metagaming.
What was that?
Well,
How cute is this puppy?
I mean, it's a puppy. It's pretty cute.
I'm gonna look at her eyes and see if she's got puppy eyes. Is she tearing up?
I mean, she looks pretty sad about it.
I'll go, little girl, got a surprise for you. And I pull out the
She
puppy.
looks at you, and she has a huge smile on her face. She goes, thank you, mister. This is my puppy. This is Snarf."
haha, Gorf.
Snarf? Snarf? You named it Snarf? No wonder those kids are trying to break its legs.
What happened?
You might want to take it to a vet. It might have a minor fracture or something. Some kids are trying to break its legs. I rescued it.
Oh my gosh, Snarf, are you okay?
Probably not. Goodbye, little girl.
Goodbye. Thank you, mister. Alright.
Keep on.
That just happened. Alright.
Best scene ever.
So, Shiro, you're up next. You're walking shortly behind. You see a girl running by you with her puppy up in her, like, being held up in the air. He's like, "Yay, Snarf, I love you."
How nice.
When you get a little bit of the ways past that, you see a man kind of walks up. He, like, just steps up onto a podium.
Oh my.
A little ways past it. And he says, hello, everyone of the Leaf Village. Are you a shinobi who is looking to become stronger? Are you trying to balance yourself, your body, and your mind? I recommend going to the Fire Temple and learn our path to balance. Not only will you learn to be truly balanced and to understand the spiritual side of the world, but you will also, if you prove that you are worthy, you can learn ninjutsu that can defeat even people who are as strong as the Akatsuki.
All right, I'm gonna continue listening.
Alright. You can learn to become a ninja monk, talented in both fighting capabilities and wise enough to understand the rare need for their usage. Become a true practitioner, and you can even learn our special jutsu, the gift of the Hermit Sage. I'm a move that managed to fend off the immortal Akatsuki themselves. Join us in our path to peace and balance.
I wonder how much of a load he's spilling, I say to myself. And I'm gonna go up to him and yeah, I'd like to learn more about that. Enlighten me.
He looks. He says, well, what exactly would you like to know? Would you like to know about the jutsu? Would you like to know about our way of life? Would you like to know how you can join?
How can I join?
How can you join? Well, I've got a paper here that you can sign. It'll put your information on there, and we will invite you to the Fire Temple at our next convening. When we're accepting new members.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna write down my name, but I'm gonna put Higeki's address down.
All right.
Okay, got her, Geki.
And I guess I'm gonna give it back to him.
All right. He says, "Thank you very much. Continue on your path, and we will go back, or we will talk to you or we will find you when we need you over here at the Fire Temple."
All right, be on my way then. Spot check on his
All right.
tire though.
Okay, just spot check. So you can tell that he's completely unarmed, and he was wearing just kind of like a white. What the fuck's the thing called?
Robe,
Scarf?
garb. I don't know.
It's kind of like a toga.
All right, GG.
A robe?
Toga party.
Yeah, I guess kind of a robe that only covers like half the chest.
All right,
Toga.
and I'm gonna do sense chakra check
Okay.
in comparison to my own chakra level. Is it a powerful chakra?
You can tell that it is a very powerful chakra that is coming from him.
No, like look back, blinds me a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm gonna get out of there.
It feels almost holy, put simply.
All right, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm sorry. I think I put the wrong address down. Let me give you the right address, and I'm gonna correct the address.
I'm happy to hear it. We look forward to having you on our with us.
All right, now I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Next.
All right, Kona, what'd you roll? You rolled 4. Okay, so you're walking, and while you're walking, you find a box on the ground.
I mean, should I do a spot check on the box? Like, I'm just trying to see, like, can I open it from the top or lift it up? Like,
Yeah.
how does it?
So upon further inspection, you see it's a fairly small box. It's about 1 foot wide and about 8 inches high. You can tell that it's definitely openable. It's kind of like what you'd see like a lockbox on a cabinet kind of thing. But it is locked.
Okay. Can I use disable device on it? Is that what you would
Yep,
want me to
do
use?
it. Yeah, you can roll a disable device check. Okay, so you're kind of fiddling around with the lock, and all of a sudden it snaps open.
Okay.
You look inside, and you find a set of 10 kunai and 5 paper bombs.
Wow.
Sweet. 15 kunai, and how many paper bombs do I have? Well, I have 5.
10 kunai.
I had 5.
Okay, so 15 kunai, 5 paper bombs. Minor paper bombs.
And I have 5 of those?
Yep.
Okay, we'll have to go over the damage all that for him.
It's 2d6. I can go over the specifics here shortly if you'd like.
Sure. But anyway.
Okay, so Silas, are you ready?
Okay, hold on one second.
So you really didn't think I'd do that to
Okay.
the puppy? You really thought I was gonna kill it?
Okay.
I
So
was kind of hoping.
you're walking down towards the Hokage mansion when all of a sudden you can't help but feel as though you're being watched. Roll a spot check.
Dang.
So you're looking around and you see that there's someone in an alleyway who appears to be looking straight at you. But you can't tell exactly who it is or what they look like.
I was gonna say he just keeps walking a little bit.
So you just keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Rudolph. Okay, you keep walking, and that kind of feeling disappears. And like, if you keep looking through alleyways, you see that there's no one there anymore. And that's it for yours.
Okay.
GG, what the?
All right, so you all arrive at the Hokage mansion to see Owari, as always, standing in front, waiting for you all.
Okay.
He says, "Hiya, fellas.
Hi, Awari. What happened at the police station?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking."
That's
I would
not what
hope
he
so.
asked Awari Sensei.
He looks at you and he says, "Unfortunately, I don't know all the details myself. The Ombu have been taking care of most of the details, and I'm not affiliated with the Ombu."
Well, Ken showed up back at my house and gave me this ring, and I give Awari the ring.
And he looks at it and says, "Didn't you give me this ring not too long ago?"
Yep. That's what I thought.
He's gonna look at it. So he looks at it and he goes, "Huh." And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a bag and he sees the exact same ring. He goes, "Huh, a second one.
What do you mean?
Well, thank you for this."
What do you mean a second one? What's up with those rings?
Well, I don't entirely know myself. I've been trying to analyze them in my spare time, but I haven't been making much progress.
That sounds troublesome.
Bright side, now that I have a second one, I can make some further progress because I can take some more drastic means, and if I break one of them, I'll have a second one. 10 feet or 5 feet for the burst.
Okay.
So thank you for this, Kozukai. I promise you, I'll tell you if I find anything else out about these. Anyone else have any other questions, or shall we go and accept our mission?
Let's hit it.
All right. So, y'all walk back up into the mission assignment room.
Whoa.
See the familiar faces. What's up?
No, I'm not gonna do that this time. I'm
Okay.
gonna take the I continue.
You sure this is? I mean, this is gonna be.
You know what?
All right. All right.
You know, I'll take you up on that. Let me do a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Do a sleight of hand, and he'll do a spot check.
Dang.
Let me pull up his sheet real quick.
Man, I wonder what's gonna happen. Please punch Shiro. Get on the stairs.
GG.
I mean, I got punched a lot in the last mission.
So you start to reach in to go grab it, and he immediately goes and grabs your wrist and looks at you and says, "What do you think you're doing?"
Trying to hold
Curiosity
your
killed
hand,
cat.
Sensei. Trying to hold your hand, Sensei.
What was that, Shiro?
I was just curious about the ring.
And he looks at you a little bit coldly, and he says, "If you have any questions, I'll answer them.
All right.
But as I've just said, I don't know that much about them myself."
All right. I'll wait then. Let's get on up these stairs and get this mission. Yeah. The power? No.
Yeah. All right. And then he releases your wrist, and you keep walking. So you enter the room, and you see Naruto is there. And he stands up, and he says, "All right, well, welcome back, Team 2. How's everyone doing today?"
Mm-hmm.
Horrible.
"Oh, that's not good. Why's that?"
Crazy maniac dude broke everyone out of jail and is trying to rape me.
You did kiss
I
him.
was familiar about the police situation. What did he try to do to you?
He's trying to sexually assault me.
Hokage Naruto. He says it's
Um,
rape, but ultimately, he kissed him.
I did
And if
not.
that is not inviting, then I don't know what is.
I did not kiss him.
Back me up here, Silas.
You did kiss him.
I didn't kiss him.
He didn't. kiss
So Naruto kind of looks at you and looks back around and he says, "Whatever romances you guys have is your business. Let me just issue the mission here." He just kind of looks around and goes, "It's about time that we give a team that has proved to be as capable as yours a better assignment. You'll be receiving a C rank mission today. Now it's a simple escort mission, but you have been hired for this mission because there's always the possibility that someone might try and steal these goods.
What kind of goods are they?
Well, let me call in the your client, and he'll be able to answer those questions for you. Please come in, Mr. Tanza." And a man enters. It's a man with gray hair going down along the front of his face and a little bit in the back, a little bit back of his head, and he's got a very long beard. And he enters. He goes, "Hello, young ninja.
Hello.
How are you doing today?"
Amazing.
"Amazing. Well, I'm happy that you are doing so well." You hear Naruto over in the distance say, "He told me he was doing horrible."
Listen, check.
Yeah,
I'm just doing.
do a listen check. Do a listen check.
Let's see if I can. See.
You did not hear him whisper it. It says, "So, your job today will be fairly simple. I have a shipment to the Land of Lightning that needs to be delivered directly to the Hidden Cloud Village. You are simply to join me along the way and make sure that nothing bad happens. Now, I promise you this might not be as adventurous as you might be looking for, as we are going to be taking the new train system that has opened up between the villages."
Hey, first time on a train. Not a
My
walk.
question: why is this a C rank when all we're doing is escorting? Huh? What are those goods, sir?
Those goods are simple ninja tools. They're weapons. They're desirables that people who are undesirable want.
What kind of weapons?
Ninja tools, typically. Kunai, some metals to make them, some stronger cloth to bandage everything together up at the village.
What else?
I mean, that about covers it. There's just a variety of ninja tools.
You sure? Because we've had an escort mission very similar. That was D rank, and it was just ninja tools.
We did?
Yep.
That was not.
What mission?
That was non-canon though.
Thought it was canon.
Yeah,
It was practice.
wasn't that one of the tutorial
Yeah,
missions?
it was practice.
I thought that was canon. My bad.
No.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was about to like interrogate this son of a bitch. Like, I was full on fucking ready.
Yeah, that non-canon mission would have been a C rank mission.
My bad.
Just like in terms of the descriptor of it, but the difficulty was toned down a little bit.
Okay, my bad.
So Naruto speaks of this as like, "Yep, you've got a fairly simple job. Just help him load the train with his cart of supplies, get him to the Hidden Cloud Village, and that's pretty much going to be the gist of it. Once you arrive in the village, you can consider it a mission success, although there is also going to be one other thing I'll need you to do. This is typically more for Owari," and he looks at Owari. He says, "When you're there, the Raikage has a message that he has for me. It's your job to pick it up and bring it to me."
Hey.
And Owari just nods his head in confirmation.
Hokage, I have a question.
Yes.
We have radios, have trains. Why in the fuck do we not have phones?
And he looks at you and he smiles. He says, "Well, we do have phones. This is a very top secret document that I need, and as a result, I don't trust anyone other than some very specific ninja to get it here to me. And I don't trust phones because of the possibility of someone phone tapping this. And this is very important to the point that that would be very dangerous."
Say so.
How often do trained banditos attack?
Train.
He looks at you. He says, "Well, the train system is fairly new, though we have had a couple of reports, not on this specific track, but between the Land of Fire and the Land of Wind, we've definitely had a couple of attacks. So it's far from a common thing, but you're not here because you might be expecting resistance. You've been hired because the possibility is there, and he wants to secure his shipment regardless."
Ah, yeah. It's gonna be a boring train ride though, with no banditos.
Believe it.
Well, a boring train ride will at least guarantee an easy mission success.
True.
Are we allowed to read the note?
So,
Probably not.
Owari immediately kind of looks at you with a very condescending look. And he speaks up and he says, "No. Top secret notes or top secret messages are only going to be for the Hokage's eyes, or in certain cases, the Anbu eyes. And at that point, once they have seen their eyes, it is their choice what to do with it and how to go about it from there."
Young
Hokage
blue
Naruto.
eyes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I be Hokage for the day?
Do a gamble check.
Okay.
What the?
Swear to God, if you get a perfect 20,
Oh, please, 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 please.
And remember, a perfect 20 doesn't
Oh,
always guarantee a
whoops.
success.
I need to do my modifier.
Okay. You can just add it. Alright. So he looks at you and he says, no.
Why?
But that is an ambitious attitude to have. Keep that up and keep trying and putting in effort and proving that you can succeed on these missions, and you might be able to become Hokage all on your own.
Silas wants to do squad camp.
Gee, what a you.
Mike wasn't here for that, was he?
nope,
I watched
About my
part of it.
reasoning?
Nope. Nope.
Either was Travis. He was gone.
So, Silas, you're right next to him. You kind of hear this. Do you say anything to him?
Nope. Just gonna let that one fly.
All right. So Wari kind of sighs and he says, "All right, team, Mr. Tanza, shall we begin?"
let's go! And I jump outside the window.
Roll a jump check.
Break your leg. Break your leg. Make us take Hageki.
Where's my jump?
Please get a 1.
Oh, hell yeah. If I get a natural one, I'm gonna hate this game.
All right, you jump out the window and you land on your feet just fine.
I'm gonna yell up, let's go!
At which point the old man, Mr. Tanza, he kind of chuckles. Spirited young group. This should make the journey a little more interesting, at least.
Turns around and just walks down the stairs.
Yep.
Owari goes with you,
Fucking
I'm
pussy.
jumping out the
as does
window.
Mr. Tanza. All right, roll a jump check.
I feel encouraged.
You know what? I think I might want to jump.
Too late.
All right, anyone who wants to jump can jump. Owari's going to walk with Mr. Tanza down the stairs. You succeed in your jump as well, and you land right next to
Oh,
Kozukai.
I'm just gonna walk.
High five.
Yeah, outside.
High five, Kozukai.
Oh, high five.
High five.
All right. So you all go to the new train system, which is it's kind of on the edge of town. Let me.
Draw a train.
I'm not gonna draw a
You can
train.
do it.
I'm not
You
gonna
can
draw a
do it.
train.
What is the train made out of?
Plastic.
Wood?
Metal.
Rubber. Tupperware.
That's a metal
Tupperware.
train.
Okay.
The good stuff.
That doesn't look like a train. It looks like a pool.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
It's gonna be really, really
Where's
heavy.
the railroad? Is there anything that the train will ride, or
It's gonna be heavy metal.
GG.
That's just where the train starts. The track goes off. Don't worry about that. So you all arrive at the train station. At which point Mr. Tanza says that he's got his I have my shipment right over here, and you start helping him loading it.
Oh, I'm still on that other page.
No, we're still all there.
Yeah, you're still on the map. You're just helping him load it. Blah blah blah. You're moving over everything. You're moving it all onto the train.
Under. We're not loading it in a car.
I said onto. I said onto the
All
train.
right, good. Because I don't want to like chill under the train the whole ride.
Yeah, you gotta fucking do a balance check and a grapple check every 5 seconds.
Everywhere. Not worth it at all. Not at all.
So you load up the train and you start taking the train on your way.
All right, I'm gonna be sitting in the room with all of the cargo.
Okay. Anything that anyone else is gonna do, or just
I'll sit in there
kinda
with him.
sit in a seat? Okay.
What were the other cars? It was the one with the cargo, and I guess just the main one.
So Kozukai are in with the.
No, I mean, there's a total of 6 train cars to this.
All right.
A couple of us should probably
So
be with
there's-
the guy.
Yeah, and at that point, Wari says, "I'll be traveling with the client."
Hmm.
I think I'll go to the last car on the train.
The last car is where the shipment is, by the way.
Okay.
That's where Nick and I
Out
are.
of the 6 cars, Owari and the man are going to be on the second to last one.
All right, so second to last.
Where are you going to be, Silas? Going to be joining them as
I'm
well?
gonna be in the third to last one.
Okay. So you're just kind of sitting all on your own up there.
Yeah, it's pretty comfy, so I'm just gonna be chilling.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so train takes off. You're starting to go. About 16 hours pass, and you arrive at the Hidden Cloud Village.
Uneven.
Do we have?
Very uneventful. Everything went exactly how it
Can,
was supposed
can I
to. What's
not
up?
go through people's luggage? Like that's what I was been planning.
Yeah.
GG.
And I was gonna try to stop him.
Oh, Kozukai.
I suppose, yeah, you
Jeez.
can.
Beating it.
We're in the middle of the train. All right. So the train's going, and you guys are in the back room.
Yep.
You know.
I'm just flipping through
Do
manga.
anything?
I'm flipping through manga right now.
I want to do a spot check to see how many bags of luggage there are.
Bags, probably crates.
Crates, bags, whatever.
All right. Do a spot check. So you recognize that there is only the shipment that is back there with you.
What is it in?
It's in a series of crates. And at which point you remember, oh right, the luggage that everyone carries is on the cart that they are in, and this cart has been checked out exclusively for the shipment.
Okay,
Haha.
JK. Never mind. Okay.
It's not that
Jeez.
Still go in that car.
Anyone else gonna do anything?
No, I'm just gonna sit there. Enjoy the ride.
Okay.
I'm gonna show Kono this hentai.
GG.
Nice.
That's like tentacles,
Right?
It's not exclusively tentacles, but sometimes it can be.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Are those tentacles, man?
You're not
not
back here
with
with
us.
us.
You're in the different train car.
I know. I'm here. I mean, I'm listening from the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see through the walkie-talkie.
All right, so you guys arrive at the Cloud Village. I hope you're ready to see my beautiful piece of art.
Can't
I
wait
hope
for the
it's
Cloud
shitty.
Village.
I hope
Dun,
it's.
dun, dun.
Oh my gosh, that is.
You did this?
Tears.
Oh,
Yeah, I did this in about 15 minutes.
10 out of 10.
oh,
Yeah,
what
it's a good
the
frame.
hell's that?
It looks like a piece of ham.
It's like a piece of pie that someone cut like really shitty pieces out of.
Yeah.
GG.
So you all arrive at the Cloud Village. No, you're arriving kind of right over here at the start, and you look outside and you see that all around you are mountain peaks. So like while you were towards the end of your train journey, you realized that you were going uphill for a considerable amount of it.
Are the big
and that
circles the
all
mountain
around you-
peaks?
The big circles are the larger mountain peaks. The smaller circles are a series of smaller mountain peaks. And you see, looking around, that all of the mountain peaks and all the homes and the buildings, they are all built into the mountain peaks.
Oh, cool.
They're all built on the mountain into a giant kind of a plateau mountain peak combination.
Mm.
Man, it's really pretty out here. Although I'm just looking at a different photo.
Yeah, I mean, I can always pull up a different photo if you guys want.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
I am enamored with this.
So, all right, you arrive and you drop off. Or the man says, "All right," he says, "Well, thank you, everyone. I know that this was probably a fairly boring train ride, but it means a lot to me that you helped me and saw it through. Here is your payment, everyone. Or, sorry, the payment is given to the car. You'll receive your payment when you go back to your village and go back to your mission room."
You don't want us to like help you deliver it all the way and unload it?
So at that point, the man goes up and he goes to lift a box, and these boxes are roughly 200 pounds. He lifts it with one hand and he just starts walking away. He goes, "No, no, I promise you I can take care of it from here."
Jesus Christ, old man.
Okay. Bye, Felicia.
GG. Since Shocker Check, I gotta see what this guy is.
All right, let's do a sense chakra check, and you see that he's a man with a decently powerful chakra, at least in his arms.
GG.
and his legs and his back.
So he just works at it.
Yeah, you know, he's a strong dude.
GG.
You know, it doesn't quite compare to what you guys have, but you know, he definitely is stronger than some people.
Me and Zach.
So
Well put.
at this
Well
point,
made, old man. Well made.
So at this point, Wari says, "All right, well, I'm going to go and pick up that document. If you guys would like, you're welcome to join me. Though it's just going to be me picking up the document and leaving. If you'd like, you can see the town, see the sights, browse the shops. We'll be meeting back here in about about 1 to 2 hours, if that sounds good."
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
gonna run around town. Hell yeah.
I'm running around town.
I think I'll wait here.
You're gonna wait there?
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go with you, sir.
You gonna go with me? All right. So, you, Silas, you, and Awari start just kind of headed up towards the peak of the town. Oh man, fucking that in black does not work well with my pinks. Towards where the Raikage mansion is. Shiro, you are back at the train station, roughly around there. Just kind of watching, waiting. Kono and Kozukai, you guys start running around and looking at everything that's around. So, while you guys are running, you notice that there are a few things around. You see some shops, you see some restaurants, you see a medical supply tent. What are you trying to do?
I'm looking for any strong-looking individuals.
Any strong? Do a spot check.
Oh my god.
So you look around and you realize that everyone in this town is very tall and bulky, and you are frightened by the sight of them.
At least they got the same skin color as me.
Jeez.
I feel included now.
But wait, are you black?
I'm brown. Yeah, I'm black.
You're black?
Well, they're not black. They're more brownish. But yeah.
But you're black?
Yeah, I made my character that way.
Does anybody
I
have
even said it. I said it.
I just assumed you'd be white. I didn't listen.
GG.
So you see that every guy around you is every guy and girl is intimidating. Even like a 5-year-old that's walking by, you're just like fucking scared shitless.
I mean, I'm only 3 foot and a half.
Exactly. This kid is like your size.
Man, everyone here is super scary.
So, like, are they all big compared to me?
No.
Well, they're taller than the average person. So you actually, like, your height compared to the average height there, you're still, like, right on average or slightly above average.
So it's like I'm around my people.
Kind of, except, you know, they're not all freaks in nature.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm metagaming and being insulting now. I've gotten into a mood.
No, keep it up. We need it.
Okay, so is that it? Anything else that you do, Kozukai?
I'm just gonna look for a shop, like a ninja weapon shop. See if they got
Okay.
any specialties.
So there's one ninja weapon shop that, like, you see a man who's kind of like at a stall and he's chanting out. And he says, "Come one, come all. If you're a shinobi, we've got a new tool for you. We've got a new empowered kunai that does the trick when your regular kunai just can't get up to snuff. Come on, come on. You're not gonna get another deal and another value like this. What do you say?"
I'm gonna walk up and go, "Can I see that kunai?"
Yeah, he goes, "Ah." It looks at your headband and he says, "So you're not a Cloud Village ninja. Well, lucky for you, this deal applies to everyone." And he pulls out one of the kunai, and you see that's a kunai that seems to have like a couple of like sharpened barbs on it.
Ooh.
And metagaming, you can tell that it would do 1d6 damage.
Ooh.
I don't know how to translate that into fucking describing it.
So instead of
Is-
1d4, it does 1d6.
Yeah.
2 more damage. Nice. Possibly.
Yeah. So he looks at you. He says, "I can tell that you're a fine connoisseur of ninja tools. I promise you, this is going to be one of the more lethal kunai that you'll ever come across, and you can have it all yours for 1,500 Rio for a pack of 5.
For a pack of 5.
For a pack of 5.
Not
These are made with high quality metal. They will not break, they will not sunder, they will not shatter. I promise you, this is the best kunai that money can buy."
that's gonna be a pain in the ass to pull back out.
He looks at you and he kind of like looks you up and down. He says, "You look like you're capable of it."
You see me? You see how tall I am? I can barely see over this counter.
And so he kind of like kneels down towards you. And he says, "So you telling me that just because of your height, you're weaker than everyone else here?"
Want to arm wrestle? You'll find out.
He's saying, "Well, I'm not trying to intimidate you. I'm not trying to challenge you. I think that you could beat me in an arm wrestling match. That's why I think that this kunai is great for you."
Man, you're a really good salesman. If I had that money, I'd buy it from you right now.
Yeah, looks. He says, "Oh, you can't afford it."
Yeah, I can't afford it.
Oh, and then he looks. He kind of like leans back and he's like, "Get out of my sight, kid."
Fucking knew it, you asshole.
GG.
Rip
Yeah.
off booth! Rip off booth! As I walk away.
GG.
Wow.
All right, so Kodo, what are you doing?
Looking to see if they have any like exotic shops.
Okay, so you see that there is one shop that has a big sign out in front of it that literally says puppet shop.
Sweet, going in.
All right. So you walk in and there's a man and there's a man behind the counter. And he looks at you and he says, "Welcome, welcome to my store.
Hello. How are you?
I'm not too bad. How about yourself, good sir?"
I'm good. How much do you know about puppets? I know you have a puppet store, but honestly, how much do you know?
I know I'm probably the best, the person with the best knowledge on puppets outside of the Land of Wind.
I was about to say, I've been training under Conqueror. Anywho's. Anywho's. Well, I just built my first puppet, and all I have is pretty much the outline. I have the body.
Okay.
I'm looking to make combat puppet. I want to be able to beat Conqueror puppets. I want to be the puppet master.
He looks at you and says, "Ah, well, Conqueror's puppets are famous far and wide. I can't promise that you're going to be able to beat them quite yet, but I can definitely give you the tools that are going to get you on your way."
Okay, what do you have?
Well, what are you looking to equip your combat puppet with? Are you looking for hidden blades? Are you looking for poison? Are you looking for explosives? Are you looking for a chakra-based weapon? What's it that you're looking for?
What do you mean by chakra-based weapon? This is legit. I don't know what you mean by that.
So there are a few weapons that you can equip to your puppet, assuming it has the right capabilities, that will allow it to do certain things, such as the ability to breathe fire, or to shoot little bullet type elemental shots.
I like the idea of poisoning, as well as
Poisoning.
hidden blades. I don't know if that's possible though.
It absolutely is. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to need some hollow blades first off, and then you're going to need to get the poison, and you're essentially just going to fill them with that poison. Now there are a variety of blades. There are some large ones, there are some small ones, there are some hidden ones.
Okay. Well, I can tell you it's about average height of a human.
Average height of a human. Well, the hidden blades are always a favorite if you're trying to surprise someone. Otherwise, I'd say a large blade would probably do the trick for you. A huge blade could be up your alley as well, but it weighs a little bit more.
I like the hidden.
The hidden blades, alright. Now remember, not quite as efficient in combat, but if you're looking to catch your opponent off guard and use them strategically, they can't be beaten.
Okay.
He goes, tell you what, I'll cut you a deal for yours. If you're interested in that piece, I'm going to charge you. I'll give you the groundbreaking deal of 1,500 Rio.
Seriously?
What will that include?
That'll include the component itself to make the hidden blades. There's not much else I can do for you other than it's up to you to put it into your puppet and equip it.
Will this allow, do I have does that include like the equipment to attach it?
Yeah, that is along with your puppet making guide. That's me metagaming.
Okay, so we'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
Okay. How many hidden blades does that give me? 1,500? One? Or will that be two? Or
It doesn't exactly specify. It's just like a weapon that would be used.
5.
well, I think it'd be attached. I'm just talking about is it for one on each arm, or is it like?
Because he looks, he says, well, this all depends on exactly where it is that you're trying to equip it. Typically, it's going to take the place of an arm, or will be used on an arm.
Okay. Well, let's see if maybe we can make a combo deal with you. I like the idea of the hidden blade, but I also like the idea of the chakra weapons.
Well, the chakra weapons are a little bit more costly. I'm afraid those are some rare materials that go into making those, and I won't be able to cut you much of a deal for them. Just so you know, for the chakra weapon, it's going to cost you about 20,000 Rio.
Welp, it's been fun talking about those.
He says, "Yeah, you look to be a Genin, I'd imagine."
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, keep training, get better with the puppets, the basic tools that you can use. Once you become a chunin and start getting into those real missions with a high paycheck, then you'll be able to buy whatever puppet tools you might need.
So how much for a large blade?
For a large blade, so let's see, that's going to cost you.
Would the large
about...
blade work on my medium?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
For a large blade, it's going to cost you about 2,500 Rio.
Would you do 3,500 for both the hidden blades and the large blade?
Roll a gamble check. He looks at you and says, "You know what, kid? I like you. I will do that deal for you."
Okay. Now, when we were talking about the hollow blades for the poison, is that something you sell as hollow blades?
Well, that's something that you're essentially going to use in place of your regular blades. However, we can take care of that here for you. It's going to cost a little bit as well. It's going to cost you about another 1,500 Rio.
That was just 3,500. Would that include poison?
Unfortunately, that would not. That would just give you the means to fill the blades with poison.
Wonder that'd make it 5,000 total.
Yep.
That'd wipe me out of money. That's exactly how much I have. You know what? Eating ramen noodles. Let's do it.
All right. He hands you the components. So you take 5,000 Rio out of your pocket.
I have 0 Rio.
All right.
Um,
All right. Shiro, what are you doing at this point? Or do you do anything else while you're in the shop, Kono?
I leave and go back and hang out with Shiro.
Okay.
Head back towards Shiro.
Okay.
I'm gonna observe my surroundings.
Okay.
Buki's not here, fortunately.
So you're looking around, and you just see, right now you're just seeing common folk walking around and not doing anything particular, just checking out shops, talking to each other, going to jobs. Nothing that seems out of the ordinary.
Oh, I'm still at the train.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're looking at the train station.
Oh, okay, GG. Alright. Gonna sense tracker to see if there are any higher chakra levels within a 30
Okay.
radius.
Okay.
One day.
So, you feel that behind you there is a set of 4 people with very high chakra levels. And upon further inspection of them, when you were looking around with your spot check, you see that they are all Cloud Ninja.
Alright.
Yeah, they're all Cloud Ninja.
I guess I'll do a listen check and see what they're talking about.
All right, do a listen check. Fucking
Oh.
Christ. So, they're talking to each other. And you hear one of them talking about, he's going to like, man, can you imagine what everything would be like if we had to deal with the same stuff that our predecessors had to? Oh man, and the other one responds like, yeah, I mean, everything involving the war and everything like that, that'd be such a drag to go through. I mean, hearing the stories from the Raikage and from his advisor Omoe, I mean, that just makes it boring enough as it is. They kind
Alright.
of continue somewhat like that.
I'm gonna walk to these guys. You guys know the Raikage?
And the guy looks at you and says, well, who are you?
Oh, I'm just a wandering ninja.
A wandering ninja, huh? Do a gather information check.
It's always crap. Always.
So he looks at you and says, well, I mean, everyone in the village knows the Raikage. I mean, he's the head of our village. He's the strongest ninja alive.
Only heard big stories. Seems like he has known him personally. You guys seem pretty strong, so I guess I'd got curious.
He looks at you and says, well, we are tuning.
Yep.
But as for knowing the Raikage personally, I'm afraid I don't. I mean, we see him to get our assignments, but it's not like we've ever broken bread with the guy.
It makes sense. I'm just gonna wait over here, waiting for my my comrades to come back.
Yeah, all right, buddy. And he turns to his friends. How about we get out of here? They go, yeah, let's leave.
That racism, though.
So, how is that racist?
Yeah, the racist against samurai.
I mean, they just kind of looked at you. I was like, "What the? Are you listening in
Samurai
our
isn't a
conversation?"
race.
I mean, he's from the land of iron.
So, Silas, you're walking with the Wari.
GG.
Cool.
You arrive up at the Raikage mansion. You're looking around, and you see that there's hustle and bustle everywhere. And when a couple of ninja kind of stop to greet you, and they look at you and they go, "Stop, Leaf Ninja. This is the Raikage's mansion. Only Cloud Ninja or allowed personnel inside." At which point, Awari, he looks at them. He says, "Well, I'm here on behalf of Naruto. We're part of Team 2 that was here to pick up a mission, or to pick up a report or a document of sorts." They look and they look at a list in front of them or a scroll that they open up, and they goes, "All right, you'll be allowed inside." And they look to you, Silas, and say, "You're gonna have to stay outside right now."
Fine.
Awari looks at you, says, "I'll be back in just a few minutes. No need to, you wait up if you want. Otherwise, I'll meet you back at the train station." And he starts walking in the mansion.
Just gonna say that I lean up against I guess, the wall outside the mansion.
Okay. So lean up against the wall. A few minutes go by, and Awari starts walking back down the stairs, and with his hands in his pockets, and he walks past the guards and says, "All right, we're leaving now." And they go, they look at you and they say, "All right, make sure you get that report to the Hokage safely." And he, of course, nods and smiles at them and continues on his way. He says, "All right, Silas, how about we start getting back to the train station?"
Sure.
All right. And so now you're all walking back, blah, blah, blah. Anything that you're going to do, Kozukai, before heading back to the train station?
I'm gonna buy totally forgot what I was gonna buy. I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm just going back to the train.
All right.
Totally forgot what I was gonna do.
So about 45 minutes have gone by, and you all now arrive back at the train station. When all of a sudden you hear someone, it's like you're all outside the train station. You all of a sudden you hear someone yelling. You hear, "Hey, stop, thief!" Roll spot check.
Do we have to? What if you don't care?
So what if you show
You can choose not to.
YOLO.
So you all see that there's a person who is who they're wearing kind of like a it's essentially a hoodie. They're wearing essentially a hoodie and some dark pants, and they're running through around the mountaintops, kind of hopping from house to house, going by.
Okay, well, let's leave.
Should we stop that guy?
Since
War
not
looks
our
at you to even.
village.
Oh, yes, Silas.
do we have time to stop this?
He looks at you and says, "I think we do. If you all are up for it."
It's not our village. We're not going to get paid.
I'm just gonna say I start running after him.
Okay, so Silas, you start booking it after the guy.
Can I use some chakra threads to trip him?
Oh my god.
You can attempt to.
What would I need to roll?
Well, you'd first have
you
to
know
take
what?
chakra away from
Omari's
yourself.
gonna
and,
hit me hard. I don't want to do this.
All right,
gonna
so that's
chase
what
after
Silas is
you.
doing. You're chasing after him, Kozakai.
I'm gonna follow Silas.
All right. Owari looks at you, Kono, and he says, "Well, it's your call whether or not to follow. I'm going to follow the team."
Fuck it.
GG.
So you all start running off to eventually get to roughly this large opening area, which is it like the peaks opens up and starts going up, except then it flattens out into a plateau. At which point,
Gotcha now, nerd.
so you all land up on top of the mountaintop, and you see that there are two people there.
Was that Orochimaru? It's hard. I'm not zoomed in yet, so.
That is Orochimaru. What?
So I'm
the
going to give you characters back into control of you, and you can set them up.
What the fuck?
It's
We
too
can
soon.
set ourselves up.
Yeah, you can start setting up your stats and everything.
Holy moly!
And you can move yourself to where you want to be.
Yep,
Who
I have
is-
a plan, so I'm
who
hoping I
is
can stay back
sh-
here.
Who is Shimakaze?
That's Blaze.
He doesn't
Oh.
exist. Fubuki is not here, and
Well, Fubuki's almost dead, remember?
well, that's why she's not here.
Fubuki's not there. Neither is Geki.
Okay, I need to set up. One sec.
Yep. All of you can set up your stuff.
Machanjas. I don't see my name tag.
Oh, yeah. I'll set that up.
Hey. Fucking Orochimaru. Shit. I mean, at least now I can kind of accomplish my little bit of a goal.
For real. You're gonna get yourself killed.
I'm not gonna try to do anything with Orochimaru. It's about a wife. And it's, I mean, we could probably get a little bit of money now. Maybe.
If we can catch Orochimaru.
Hell no, we're not catching Orochimaru. There's no way. Christ almighty, no.
You do all remember that in the bounties office there was a bounty for this individual.
Yeah, but we didn't claim it.
But you also remember that he was a AAA target, which is the hardest target available, as well as the fact that
He's Orochimaru.
he's a Orochimaru and you didn't claim the bounty.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
So, you all are familiar with this ninja. Actually, everyone roll a knowledge check real quick. Doesn't matter what knowledge, just roll a knowledge check.
Even if you roll a 1, you should still know this guy.
Well, I'm
Why
going to
is
say
Kono in the
you...
corner?
because he moved himself there. He's kind of chilling him back.
Hey. Fucking
Well, I know
Christ,
who
are
it
you
is.
serious?
You
Are
don't
you
know who they are, and you trip thinking about it.
GG.
Fuck.
Wow. You all suck.
It's 'cause you
Okay,
rolled a
I'm gonna-
20, took all the
I'm going to
points
say the critical one doesn't make an effect and you're going to judge it on the 9. So you all recognize... So you see that there are two ninja ahead of you.
Can I recognize
One
one
of which... No, you see one of them has a sound headband on them.
Of course.
But it's also got a line through it, simplifying that they are a rogue ninja. As well as then you see Orochimaru, a man who you all recognize to be one of the 3 famous Sannin who is some of the three of the greatest ninja of the generation before yours. Only two of which are still alive. And you are familiar with some of the deeds that this individual has done. Kono, you know, like you have done extensive research on this guy. You know exactly who he is. Kozukai, you're familiar with the fact that he attempted to destroy the Hidden Leaf Village. But that's really about it. And Shiro and Silas, you know that this man has attempted to destroy the Leaf Village, has attempted to kill multiple people regarding the Leaf, and has destroyed any Onbu units that have been sent his way to capture him.
So when do we start rent?
So, at that point when you all kind of land and you realize exactly what's going on, you see that the two kind of look at you, and you hear Orochimaru speak up. Each one he goes, I see. We've been followed by a group of leaf ninja, no doubt. Interesting.
You'll pay for what you've done.
Shut up, Silas. He's gonna kill us.
Do an intimidation check, Silas.
Fuck.
Jeez.
Oh man.
You fucked us. You fucked us.
He is not intimidated. He kind of smiles at you and he goes, "Oh, is that a threat from a leaf village genin? You should know exactly who you're threatening before you make those threats."
I have something to fight for.
So at this point, Owari is kind of going to step ahead of you, and he's going to say, "Silas, don't challenge this man. There's nothing that, I promise you there's no happy outcome for this if we fight him."
One day.
Maybe.
So anyone else going to do anything, or let things unfold at my
I mean,
discretion?
I'm gonna
Okay,
let things unfold.
hold on. I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Well, this might answer the question, but never mind. I'm not even gonna try. I'll try it later.
We're just gonna
Okay.
roll with whatever happens. Yeah.
I want to
Alright,
see what
so
happens.
Owari, he starts talking. He says, "Orochimaru, what are you doing here in the Cloud Village?" At which point he responds, "Oh, I was just getting some information from an informant here. Although it appears that now my informant is going to have to leave this village alongside me."
He's a thief.
So, do you say that?
Yes.
And the person, they look at you, the person who's cloaked, and they just kind of shake their head. And Orochimaru looks at them and looks back at you and says, "Unfortunately, we don't know anything of what you're talking about. I'm here for information, not for any goods." Jesus.
God.
Jesus sec. So, at which point Owari is going to kind of step forward and he says, "Orochimaru, recently I heard that you were near the Land of Fire, near an old destroyed village known as Baransu." And Orochimaru kind of smiles. He says, "Oh, that old place? Yes, I was there recently. Why? Were you or the Leaf Village looking for me?" To which point Owari will respond with, "As a matter of fact, I was. You should consider making a stop by the Leaf Village and talking to the Hokage. Apparently, we've got a fairly good deal for you." And he smiles. He goes, "Oh, back at the Leaf Village, huh? Well, I can't imagine I'd be welcome there. But what might you know about that?" To which point Owari will respond, "Unfortunately, I don't know the details myself, other than we're offering you amnesty for every single one of your crimes committed if you cooperate." At this point, you can see that Orochimaru kind of opens his eyes and smiles. He goes, "Amnesty from the Leaf Village, oh? And what do the other villages know about that? Has the Cloud Village agreed? Has the Sand Village agreed? Have any of them agreed to the terms that you propose?" To which point Owari says, "Unfortunately, that's not for me to know. As I said, you should come with us and go talk to the Hokage yourself. To which point, Orochimaru says, "Tell you what, if your Genin can fight my partner here, I'll go willingly with you all."
Cracks his knuckles.
So Silas cracks his knuckles.
I'm gonna,
Owari kind of looks back at his team.
I'm gonna stand up a little bit and like start stretching, getting ready for fight.
Okay.
I don't believe in it. You ever see a lion take down a gazelle?
Fuck.
GG.
All right, Shiro, what are you doing?
I'm in.
Kona, anything that you're going to contribute?
I'm prepping some chakra threads. That's what I've like. That's what I've been waiting for you to ask. Like, what are we doing? 'Cause that's what I've been trying to do. I'm trying
Okay.
to set up.
I mean, I asked that a little while ago.
No, you just said get in position, and then you guys started talking, and Silas was being a big ape.
Well, I literally said, is anyone going to do anything or going to
Oh.
let me take control?
I don't remember hearing that. My bad.
Okay.
Big ape. You're so mean to me.
So at which point, so Owari kind of looks back at his team and then he smiles and he says, "Well, Orochimaru, it appears that we have a deal." And Orochimaru smiles and he looks at you all and he says, "All right. Well then. Remember, if you chime in, Owari, if anyone steps into this fight who isn't allowed, our deal is off, and you and your team are as good as dead."
So if we lose
So-
this fight, we're dead.
He doesn't scare us.
No, if anyone intervenes in the fight, you're dead.
All right.
If you lose the fight, you're dead. If you win the fight, you might still be dead. But that's a little bit of metagaming for you.
Quick out of character question.
Uh-huh.
Drawing weapons still considered a move action, right? Or
It's considered a swift action.
swift action. Okay.
Can I ask a question out of game?
Yeah.
If I were to use Owari as a puppet, that
You would have to have chakra thread strong enough to control Owari.
well, if Owari was willing, is that considered Owari interfering if my chakra threads are moving?
That sounds like the kind of thing that you should ask Orochimaru and Owari yourself.
All right.
GG.
Okay. Now that I'm gonna assume they're prepped because it only takes a turn. Like it doesn't take very long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move up, and I would like to ask that exact question.
Okay.
Orochimaru, can I
Hmm.
control Owari myself?
And Orochimaru looks at you and then he kind of smiles and he laughs and says, "Well, it's certainly an interesting proposition, but I'm afraid I must refuse."
I'm gonna say Kona should have asked to control Orochimaru.
Scared?
Do an intimidation check.
You need to leave the intimidations to Nick.
GG.
I never get the opportunity because when I try to intimidate, it's a bluff check.
Well, you're not very
You need to
intimidating.
try intimidating without lying.
GG.
He kind of smiles and he says, "Unfortunately, our deal has already been stated. It is your choice to break it, or I break you."
Step back, master. Let us handle this.
Big Ape speaks.
So Owari kind of looks at you and he says, "All right, good luck. Make sure you can take care of this ninja properly, otherwise things will get... Well, otherwise I'll step in and our deal will be off."
I'm gonna draw my.
Which point?
I'm gonna draw my
So
big
he's
ass.
gonna step on over.
What about this dude? He needs to get the fuck out of there too.
No, that's the guy we're fighting.
You need to leave.
Oh, him?
Yeah, I can't.
Oh yeah,
It won't even do it for me.
Yeah.
I can't even
he's
click.
gonna walk up to the side as well. So at which point, as he's walking away, he's gonna still be right up here. As he's walking away, his partner kind of looks to him and so Shiro, you can sense this immediately that there's a bit of a swell of chakra
Oh,
that
fucking
happens.
curse marks, piece of shit.
Cheater.
And it doesn't feel anything sinister. It feels like just a standard chakra swell.
GG.
But you see, it seems to be. You can realize it seems to be some form of communication as it went directly to Orochimaru's path. And then Orochimaru kind of turned and he says, "Oh, is that the case?" And he kind of smiles and he says, "Before the fight starts, I have a question for you.
What?
Shoot.
Have you encountered a ninja named Higeki on your travels or in your village?"
Absolutely.
And he smiles. He says, "What is the situation with her currently? Is she still alive?"
Nope, she died.
Don't listen
Roll
to him,
bluff check.
Orochimaru.
Who's
She's alive.
asking?
She's very much alive.
Orochimaru.
Shut up. Why you keep talking, Kona?
I move up.
That's more than your move is, lad.
Okay.
Unless you're doing a full charge action. In which case, yeah, that'd be exactly 60 feet for a charge action.
That sounds great.
You're gonna charge
Or
at
a march, I think.
Orochimaru?
A march is what I mean, not a charge.
She is very much alive.
So he kind of smiles and he says, "So that's the case. Well, interesting. Thank you for sating my curiosity."
Why do you care?
He smiles and he just kind of laughs. He says, "If you can defeat my friend here, perhaps I'll answer you."
I doubt it.
Let's get this little shindig started then.
Alright, Orochimaru's gonna walk up to the side, kind of near Owari.
Can I back up now?
Yeah, you can back up.
I just wanted to like.
I think after this little thing that we're doing here, I'll probably have to go.
Fucking
Ah, yeah.
Christ, Kona. Piece of shit.
So at that point, Orochimaru says, "All right, begin the fight."
Mortal Kombat.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
All
All
right.
right,
Fuck.
so you guys are up. First off is Kozukai.
Well, I'm just gonna move to right here. And I'm going to drop my weapon. And end my turn.
You're gonna drop your weapon and end your turn.
Draw, not drop.
Okay, they said drop. Okay.
Connor, I'm gonna PM you something. I'm gonna see if this
Okay.
is allowed.
Okay.
GG.
Fuck, dude.
So you could PM directly into
Yeah, but I don't.
this. Otherwise,
I don't. Okay, how do I do that?
Slash
I don't know.
W. And
Slash
then
GM. Yeah, or slash W space GM.
hey, you can do Discord as well if you want. I don't care. While that's happening, Shiro, it's your turn.
Alright. Activating speed rank 1. I guess he used that for freaking unconscious. I'll just...
for safety purposes, are there any like objects around within 30 feet of me?
So you can do a spot check if it's your turn.
Nope. Fuck.
Alright. And I'm gonna make one more move action here. And I'm gonna draw my longsword in my turn.
All right. So now it's the your opposing ninja's turn. At which point they look at you, or they kind of faces your direction, Shiro. And then you see that they their hands begin to kind of glow blue.
Rip.
GG.
I didn't whisper that to you, did I? I just said that flat out.
Yes, you
You
did.
said it flat out. It's dash W space and then whatever that character name is.
But also,
Okay. So let's see. They are going to walk. So they kind of leap directly in front of you.
It's not gonna take Kono's or Silas's turn.
I assumed
This person rolled initiative higher than yours. Higher than theirs. And at which point, so you see that their hands are glowing. Roll a ninjutsu check to see if you can identify what it is.
Can I?
I mean, sure, everyone can. Probably should only happen on your turn, but whatever, I'll be lenient.
Wow.
So you don't recognize what it is, Kono. You don't recognize what it is, Shiro.
GG.
You don't recognize what it is, Kozukai. Silas, you're familiar that this is a form of medical ninjutsu that puts chakra into the hands and allows them to work as blades, similar to a scalpel in a surgery room.
But I do know that.
You have
Metagame,
metagame up in here.
Well, no. I know that because I've seen Kabuto do it.
Well, you failed to check though.
I
So you don't-
recognized it with Kabuto, though, the exact same thing.
It might be a different variation.
But you just said the exact same words that you did with him.
Watch yourself, Goku.
You failed.
Alright, you recognize it's the chakra scalpel?
GG.
I mean, for the sake of metagaming, I'm pretty sure everyone knows exactly what this is, aside from maybe Travis anyway.
Well, no, technically I'm the only one that knows.
I know, I'm saying metagaming-wise. Alright, so they're going to make an attack at you, Shiro.
Flat-footed? No. Yes.
Touch attack. Actually, no, you've done your turn, so you wouldn't be flat-footed. So a touch attack.
All right. 18.
What's your touch defense?
18. If I guess I'll lose my bonus for.
So your
I don't
touch
know what
defense.
touch. I guess touch defense is just your dex bonus, and that's it.
Well, you should have an entire touch counter there on your sheet.
Yeah, it's 18.
Okay,
But-
that's all I wanted to know.
But yeah, I was gonna say just like my modifier +1.
All right, they go to make an attack at you, and you swiftly dodge the attack.
Easy.
And that's it for their turn. Kono, you're up.
Is that up in Kabuto?
I decide what to do. Because
Oh, yeah?
you know what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to think of a way to do it. Okay. I move. Right there.
Okay.
I think it was like. And yeah.
And yeah?
I am gonna move for my second move here, and I'm gonna sit there.
Okay. Silas, you're up.
Okay, so how many things can I do? Like, I was wanting to do do a spot check, and then I was wanting to draw my weapon, and then I was wanting to move. Can I do all those things?
Yeah, technically you're typically allowed like one swift action to turn. I'm gonna count the spot check as a free action though.
Okay. So I'd like to do a spot check and see if I notice anything in the area that can be used as a substitute shinjutsu in case needed.
Okay, roll spot check. You see that you are in a completely flat area. There's nothing around. There's no trees. There's nothing to grab from. Even the rocks are neatly pushed off, and it's very flat.
Oh shit. Well, then I'm going to take out my sword and walk to here.
I just fucking realized I rolled the wrong modifier on the character's attack. GG.
Yeah, it's too late now.
I know. I'm just annoyed at myself.
Oh, and then instead of using moving again, I'd like to go ahead and use
Blazing Red Cannon.
Kawa no Yoro,
Which is?
which is my armor.
Oh, skin armor.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
So then take away your chakra is as it says. I think it's like 3 or something, maybe more.
it is 3.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you'll just remember to add 1 to your defense or whatever it says to add to your defense from here out, or as long as it lasts.
Okay.
If it says it's a minute is 10 rounds.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, okay, so 20 rounds. I can't imagine this fight will go longer than that.
GG.
Oh, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's
I mean, that's the question.
So we'll just
All right.
put something on here, increase defense or something.
All right, so that's it for you.
That'll be it for me.
All right, back up to you, Kozuke.
All right. Fuck. I'm gonna use ray of lightning technique on this guy.
I know what I'm gonna do. Oh, Connor, I think you're a sick fuck. I think I know what's going on here. But I could
Okay.
be way overthinking this.
Okay.
All right. I rolled that Reno. Hey,
How far are you from the character?
25 feet. It's every
25 feet, 2 levels, so that makes it 30
30.
feet. Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Since Mike is in the way, does he get hit?
Did I hit him?
So 23, you do succeed on your hit.
Nice. 2d6.
Oh, did you buy one of those kunai?
Oh no, this is a
Chakra technique.
Oh,
Yeah. nice.
All right,
Nice.
they take 8 points of damage. Make sure to drop your chakra by 3.
And they had to do a fortitude save,
Yes, they do.
for what?
not be stunned.
How much chakra does it?
They succeed.
Fuck.
All right, so that's it for you. Shiro, now you're up.
All right. So, I guess I am going to keep my sword, my swift action, and perform Iago.
All right.
So, I have to read this deck. Strength mod applied 1.5 times. Hang on, real
Well,
quick.
First, isn't that based on damage? What you're talking about right there? The 1.5?
Yeah, so those damage.
So deal with the hit first before we even start reading that. All right, that's a success on a hit. It's considered an attack action. You can only use one.
Okay.
I didn't realize that was a whisper, so sorry if I gave anything away.
No, you didn't. I just didn't want to ruin this. So
All right, so you've succeeded on a hit. Is that the damage?
Yeah.
All right, they take 11 damage. I'm just gonna keep track of that here on my thing as well.
So is that like 1.5? So strength modifier applied 1.5 times.
Is that not what the +7 already has on it?
No, it says it gives you the strength modifier applied 1.5.
Well, I wasn't
times.
sure if what you rolled already had that on it. I meant.
Oh no, that was the. It says and it gains a +2 attack bonus to attack and weapon damage rolls.
Okay.
So in addition to that,
So then, what's your strength modifier? 5.
strength mod is 3.
Strength mod is 3, so it's gonna deal an additional 1 damage.
All right, sweet.
Okay. Now it's this person's attack again. At which point, they are going to look at you and they are going to use. So roll in a jutsu check to see if you recognize the jutsu. You see that they're charging their hands a little bit differently this time. This is just for Shiro. Just Shiro roll this.
GG.
damn it.
You do not recognize this technique either.
Of course not. I was thinking ninjutsu.
All right, so they're going to roll a hit again, this time with the appropriate modifier. Which is... I take it that's a hit. You said 18, right?
It was 19, but I get -2. That's a hit anyway. It's 17 right now.
Okay. So there's that. Oh, let me see. Okay, so when they hit you, they go at your when he attacks you or the individual attacks you, they put a hand on your leg as they make to go to your attack, and you now also suffer a -1 penalty to your defense and reflex saves, as well as your movement speed is reduced by 5 feet for 8 hours.
Wow.
Whoa.
Now, on top of that, it's also going to deal regular damage.
Did he break his leg?
I mean, when it's your turn, you can roll an ninjutsu check to see if you recognize what might have happened.
I mean,
Sounds like
that's
you
a
paralyzed
shit
him.
ability.
So you said
Connor,
-1
that's
to
cheap.
defense.
And it also
5
deals 12
minutes.
damage to you.
Okay. 12 damage, alright. And you said -5 to movement or -10?
What was it?
You said
To your speed?
-5?
-5.
Yeah.
So that's it for their turn. Now,
Ouch.
Kono, you are up.
I would like to use Earth Shield Technique. Or Earth Compass Technique, excuse me.
Okay.
Thinking too far ahead of myself. I find the new knowledge of which way is north. Cool, whatever. That's not what I'm trying to do. But this technique also helps the user identify an environment affecting genjutsu if there is one.
Okay.
There's nothing for it, so.
So basically what you do is just roll a 1d20 plus your genjutsu modifier.
It doesn't say I have to roll anything.
What was the technique again?
Earth Compass.
Oh,
Is it track and control or what?
I misheard part of what you said then. So you can detect that, so you touch your hand to the ground. You detect that north is exactly how it's pictured on
Sure.
the map, is just north.
That's not what I'm trying to find out, but
And you can tell that as far as that jutsu is able to tell you, at least, there is no environment affecting genjutsu going on.
okay. Well, my turn.
So that's your turn. Silas, you're up.
Yeah,
As I know.
I'm gonna go to your rescue here, Shiro, and I'm gonna go ahead and attack this fool with my sword.
All right, go to make an attack at him.
Is that 220 plus my attack modifier?
Plus your melee, yeah.
So been a while, sorry.
All good. All right, that's a successful hit.
Alright, so now I do what was it, 2d6 plus 5, I think? Or 2d8 plus 5, sorry.
Right. All right, so that hits the person good, and they are still standing though.
Take this time to surrender.
Do a. Are you trying to be warning or intimidating with that?
Warning.
Warning. Do a diplomacy check.
Heart of the dice, guide me.
So they look at you, and there's no change in their composure.
Rip FNG.
Alright, then my turn.
All right. So that's it for you, Kozukai. You're back up. Actually, before that happens, Orochimaru chimes into the conversation. And he says, well, it appears that we might have some unintended company as well. If you intend to take me back with you, I recommend you finish this fight up quickly.
Shit. I think to myself, shit.
So it's your turn, Kozukai.
I'm gonna toss a kunai. Right about there. I'm gonna toss it right there.
Okay.
Do I need to roll attack or anything? Just
Since you're not aiming for a specific point, you're just aiming for like a vague location. No, you just throw it in. It's an automatic success.
alright. And then I'm gonna walk or run over there.
Yeah, okay.
Right there. That's the end of my turn.
And Shiro, you are now up.
All right, GG.
Careful.
I'm gonna take a total defense stance,
Okay.
and that's gonna end my turn.
Okay.
Survive.
Uh-oh.
So this person's going to turn to Silas and make their attack at you now this turn. This time.
Bring it on!
What's your defense? Touch defense?
It is 16 plus whatever my thing is. Let me look at that. So we got that pulled up. 16 plus.
Just whatever your touch defense is. Shouldn't have an additional unless you've got it from your stance, which should be 1.
Yeah, 16 plus 1. So
Okay.
17.
So that still succeeds on its hit.
Okay.
And this time they're going to use the exact same technique that you saw them use on Shiro. You can roll a ninjutsu check to see if you recognize this.
Alright. I think, was it 1 or 2?
Sweep the leg, Silas. Sweep the leg.
Who said that? I did not recognize it.
You do not recognize this version of the chakra scalpel. You can tell it's still done through the chakra scalpel, but that's about it.
Okay. So
this person's doing this. They're going to make another attack at you, and it succeeds on the hit. They are going to touch your chest, though.
Ooh.
Or, sorry, not your chest. They're going to touch your neck.
You're paralyzed, dude. Rip.
So, at this point, you're going to take the damage as well. It's going to be... So you take 7 damage, but now you're also blinded for... You're blinded for 1 hour.
wow.
That's what, a -5 to his attack rolls?
Something like that. I'm pulling that up right now.
50%.
Yeah, it has a half of a chance to miss. That's what it was.
So I have to I have to like roll 1d20 plus 5 and then flip a coin along with that.
So you'll roll the coin first off to see if you even have a chance to succeed, and then you'll still have to try and hit them with it.
Son of a bitch.
What are we gonna... What's the like succeed, 1 or 2?
2 will be a success. 1 will be a fail.
All right.
Then he Silas looks back on his choices of technique picks and says, "Why didn't I choose the fight blind technique?"
You also, if you're using a technique that requires hand seals, you also have a 20% chance to fail by being blinded. And that's on a technique that's like jutsu and like shooting fire and all that.
I can't see.
So that's that person's move. Kono, you're up.
I move here. Let's make this even. I use blinding mud technique.
Okay.
You're gonna miss and hit me, and it's gonna blind me for more time.
Only if he gets a 1.
So what do I roll? 1d20 plus ninjutsu?
Yeah, 1d20 plus your ninjutsu modifier. Okay, so you do that to them. And you've got the earth as the material focus, so that's no issue.
We're on a mountain.
Yeah. So now it lasts for 1d6 rounds unless I can succeed on a reflex save, right?
Well, the reflex is only to see if you're blinded or not. I'll still do damage.
What damage does it deal?
I believe. Target. Let me misread it then.
The thing that I see that says 1d6 is the number of rounds it'll blind.
That's true. Yep.
Okay, so it's gonna do a reflex save, which is okay, and it succeeds.
So what? He's blinded?
Nope,
Or
not blinded.
okay, you got mud in your face.
Yeah, it got like mud on the torso and the cloak and everything, and the hoodie and whatnot. Kozukai, you're up. Or not Kozukai, Silas, you're up.
Again?
Yep.
That was quick.
That wasn't too long. Remember, the thing that you just rolled was to see if you recognize the attack.
Oh.
So if you're going to make an attack with your melee weapon, you're going to roll a 1d2 to see if it hit. If you're using a technique, you've got to roll a 1d5 to see if you hit.
If I roll a 2, I hit.
Yep. If you roll a 1 while using a melee attack, you miss. If you roll a 1 while doing a technique attack, you miss.
I'm gonna hit with my sword, hopefully. And I do.
All right, you succeed on the first attempt at a hit. Now you get to make the regular attack, so the 1d20 plus 5 or whatever yours is. So you succeed on that hit as well.
Bitch. That's what you get. You can't blind me, motherfucker.
GG.
Oh, take that damn. You
oh,
dead,
shit.
bitch.
That's a
You
lot of
dead.
damage. That person is still up, actually.
What?
But you hear at this point that they are panting. Do a listen check real quick.
All of us or just him?
Just him and Shiro as well. You're in range. I'll say this counts.
Sounds like a woman.
Sounds like a woman. GG.
So Shiro, you don't quite hear this as you're still, you're focusing on your fucking leg wound and your total defense stance. Silas, you can detect that the panting is indeed a woman.
GG.
And at that point, so now that that is the third round that is done.
Can I still talk?
Oh yeah, you can still talk if you got.
Is it
free action that you wanna do.
Jackie?
Ma'am.
I mean,
Ma'am,
you could
please take this
try and
time
make
to
an attempt
reconsider.
to find out to see if you can figure out who it is.
It's fine.
What was that, Silas?
Ma'am, please take this time to stop this.
Do another diplomacy check.
Damn.
Now, that doesn't work either. Now, at this time, you see a couple other ninja jump onto the field. Yeah, that's not the wrong. That's the right person.
They're invisible.
Dear Lord.
You see
Not
two
these
more
guys
people who
again.
you recognize to be Cloud Ninja. They heard the commotion that was happening up here, and they went up to check it out. At
Back
which
off.
point,
Can I yell at them?
you can attempt to.
Do not interfere with this fight. Please let me do it. Fucking intimidation.
No, you said please. That sounds like diplomacy to me.
Ah,
Correct.
fucking Christ.
Yeah, it's gonna be diplomacy.
Nice. That's a
Uh,
damn good roll.
Unfortunately, that's still not enough, though.
Are you kidding me? I'm gonna yell at him again.
Well
So these
said,
two,
Swinton.
they immediately charge into the fight and ask, "What's going on here?"
None of
You
your
need
business.
To
Leave.
leave this alone. Let us finish this, and everything will be okay. Don't. You will fuck everything over.
At which point Orochimaru kind of steps forward and says, "Well, it appears that our time is over, and they've already stepped in."
They have not lifted a hand yet.
Can I throw a kunai at both of them?
Yeah, you
hoping
can
to
do
hit
that.
them straight through the heart?
Yeah,
No,
you
I
can do
don't
that.
really. I really don't want to.
I kind of don't want you to either.
I'm gonna leave that up to you right now, whether or not you do or don't.
No. Not
I'm gonna-
unpleasant.
I'm gonna throw a kunai with the paper bomb right here.
Ouch.
Detonate it. It's not gonna hit him.
It's
So
gonna
I
hit
throw it right
me.
there. Oh well.
You get
I'm gonna detonate it.
So you're gonna throw it right there?
Yeah, I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna throw it right there. Then I'm gonna yell afterwards. Leave the fight alone.
So you haven't detonated it yet.
But I said I detonated after I threw it.
Did you say that? That's what I was asking.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second here.
Swear to God, if you make him deaf, I'm gonna hate you so much.
GG.
I need to figure out exactly what these two techniques are when it comes to. All right, so you detonate it.
Then I'm gonna yell, "Leave this fight alone."
All right, make sure you take one kunai and one paper bomb out of your inventory as well.
I already did. Do I need to do intimidation, diplomacy, blah?
Do intimidation on that one.
Hey, he
Are
gets
you
intimid-
kidding me? You're kidding me, son of a bitch!
So, so they didn't take that as you trying to scare them off. They actually took that as you threatening them.
Oh man,
Sweet.
great! Now these guys are gonna do some kind of like lightning dragon attack or something and destroy us.
I've already got something prepped, so I'm fine with that.
So, I mean, it's their turn. They are both going to immediately move on to Kozuka and make an attack.
Alright,
GG.
and I'm gonna use substitution jutsu.
On what?
He threw it.
Kunai.
Yeah, you have to substitute with
He
something.
threw the
The
kunai.
kunai's blown up. You threw
He
it up.
threw the
Or you
other
blew
one.
it up.
Right there, motherfucker.
I remember. He threw it.
They're two.
He did.
I'm not bullshit.
1 second.
Rip.
Since he was throwing in a general location, you didn't make him roll. You said it hit.
That's not what I'm checking right now.
It's 30 feet. We already did this.
It has to be approximate size with you.
GG.
And that's literally what it says: is the user substitutes himself with another object of approximate size.
But I've been substituting myself with kunai.
Yeah, you've been letting him do that.
Yeah.
When did I let that happen?
In
Can
his
fight?
room.
Can fight.
You substitute with a kunai?
Yes.
All right, then I fucked up.
Rip.
Fucker.
So that was his whole plan.
Get wrecked, Kozuka.
GG.
I wouldn't have done that if there was a.
Because I fucked up, I'm gonna let you do it this time, but that's gonna be the last time.
All right. Use the substitution jutsu over there.
You're gonna get screwed over.
That's it. You just killed Nick.
That'd have been hilarious.
GM fucked up. Nick's dead.
I don't recall you saying kunai. I recall you saying use substitution, in which case you're in a room, I imagine, I don't know, a teddy bear or a lamp or a table or something.
I described it. I said I'm setting up a kunai behind my desk to substitute with.
Fuck it, I must have not heard you.
Anyway,
Son of-
let's move
Anyway,
I'll call Mulligan on everything I just did.
on. No,
yeah, I'll
let's
say you can do
move
it.
on.
I'll say because GM, due to GM fuck up, you can do it.
All right. How far was it? Like right
That
here?
was,
Right here.
yeah, it was right about there.
Yeah.
So in which case, doing that, because I just assumed we were going to do that, only one of them would have done their turn. Do you want the first one to hit, and then you just substitute the second, or to substitute the first one immediately?
Substitute the first one immediately.
Okay. So there's what that guy's going to do. This guy's going to move right next to you, Silas. He's going to say, stand down, or else we're going to fight you.
We can't. If we stand down, we'll all die.
Do a diplomacy check.
Again? I suck at diplomacy. And he doesn't believe me.
Stop being diplomatic.
He looks at you. He says, "Put your hands up right now, or else we're going to make this personal."
Are we still in attack rounds?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't want to hurt anybody that doesn't deserve it.
Can I like yell something?
It's not your turn, unfortunately.
Mm.
Technically, a free action or an instant action can't happen on either turn, though. So yes, you can.
I'm gonna yell. Do you see who's over here? Orochimaru, you idiots! Leave.
GG.
So, at which point one of them responds, "We're fully aware of who that is. We're trying to figure out who you are and what side you're on."
Not his.
Diplomacy check.
You.
Yeah, do a diplomacy check.
You just go inside of Orochimaru.
There.
Gay?
Sounds. I think more like Orochimaru would go inside him.
GG.
I mean, Orochimaru's kind of into that. I just had a fun idea.
I have an idea.
So that still doesn't quite work on them, but they're not as hostile anymore. At which point,
Shiro's turn.
before Shiro's turn, the individual who you're against is going to raise their. You see that the chakra disperses from their hands, and they put their hands up in the air.
Fucking. That's gonna kill it.
What was
Yeah.
that? You're super fucking quiet there.
Oh, I was mumbling to myself, so it doesn't even matter.
Could it be
Okay.
an opportunity attack when he lifts his arms?
No.
She.
So it's my turn now.
She. Did you just assume it's gender?
No.
What's a she? Like, we
No,
know it's a she.
I listened to the breath and I talked to her a minute ago. I said, ma'am. I just assumed you guys
By-
heard me say it.
By definition, yes, they did
I mean-
assume gender, but
mean,
I also kind of
Haku-
clarified.
GG.
I mean, it might be a guy with a sissy breathing, but I get whatever.
But as of GM clarification, I mean, there's a certain extent with that.
I'm gonna say that I put my sword back on my back and I put my arms up.
But it's still a combat phase.
Well, because the person was directly talking to Silas with that, I'm going to allow that.
Talking with what?
So now it's for you, Shiro.
Okay. So, like, are you surrendering? I say to the person.
To the masked individual?
Yeah.
So at which point they just kind of look at you and keep their hands up in the air.
I need an answer. Now.
So Orochimaru chimes in at this point and says, "Unfortunately, that won't be easy to get an answer out of that one. They aren't able to talk."
Wish I had some motive. GG. Alright. Alright. So I guess I'm gonna do sheath my sword and grapple check then.
Do a grapple check. Okay.
I guess. I don't know what to roll for a grapple check there.
Strength check.
Strength mod.
Yeah, it's pretty much 1d20 plus your strength. That does not work. They're able to kind of keep out of your grip, even though their hands are up.
GG. Crap, dude. Alright. Well, only one way to find out then. I'm gonna move here.
Is that? Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
That prompts an attack opportunity.
Oh yeah, but their hands are up,
Alright.
so they're not going to take it. What was that?
It's all in my turn then.
Okay. Now it is Kono's turn.
You know, I'm just gonna kind of sit here. Kind of curious what's gonna happen.
Okay. Oh fuck! Just fucking not meant to remove that. So that's Kono's turn then. Silas, you're now up.
I'm going to grapple her.
With your hands up still? Are you gonna put your hands down and do that?
Yes.
That's gonna trigger an attack of opportunity from the person who's next to you, should they choose to take it.
I thought they were less hostile.
They're less hostile, but they still are trying to break things up. Like, they're not set on attacking Kozukai from the get-go now.
Okay, first I'm going to say then, this person was running from us. They stole something. We heard someone shout in the village.
Do a diplomacy check.
Damn it! I hate diplomacy.
I mean, you're dealing with people who don't trust you. You're gonna got to do a lot of diplomacy in this situation. The person says, so the person kind of considers what you say, but they say, "This is our village. This is our department to determine whether or not this is factual."
Okay, then I'm done with the fight. This is your situation now. And I'm gonna end my turn. And I gotta go soon.
Aye. I'm trying to rush things along, but there's certain resistances coming into play.
Well, I have an idea now of what I'm doing.
Okay. So at that point, after Silas, it's gonna be them again. So the one who's behind this person, who's next to Shiro, he's going to step behind and say, "I'm going to now handcuff you, or I'm now going to tie you up. Cooperate fully, and we won't have an issue." At which point, they put their hands behind their back, and let him tie them up. At which point, he's going to grab the both of them and jump 10 feet back. At which point, the other person will walk up and he'll say, "All right, this is your last chance. Everyone put your weapons down and let us ask you a few questions."
Aye.
I sheath my fucking what's it called? Kunai. Almost called it
Okay.
Konokai.
Okay. I mean, you can name it that if you want.
Hell no.
GG.
Shiro?
Remembering what Orochimaru said, I'll look back at him without sheathing my weapon. Say, what now?
So at that point, you see Orochimaru kind of just smiles, and he's just kind of keeps looking forward, waiting for things, like not doing anything in particular.
I'm not sheathing my sword.
You're not going to shoot your sword?
I'm staying in total defense stance.
Okay. So does everyone want to be out of combat other than Shiro, or does anyone want to remain in combat?
I want to be out of combat, and I'm gonna like try to walk this way, just away from everything.
I'd like to request a meeting with the.
What was that you cut out?
I would like to arrange a private conversation with Orochimaru.
The person... Yeah, you're good. If you gotta go, you can go, Silas. The person says, first we're going to be asking you any questions. Any questions that we might have.
Well, I would like to meet with Orochimaru, and he is, as he is more aggressive, more powerful than you. Request that first.
So at this point, you hear kind of just Orochimaru kind of laugh and kind of laugh maniacally and go, "Oh, I'm afraid that it's my time to leave this village. If you encounter me later in my travels, perhaps you'll have your opportunity." And you see him start to ooze into the ground, and his body itself is disappearing.
Wait, please. Like,
Do a diplomacy check. Unfortunately, that still doesn't stop him. A perfect 20 would have been required.
GG, so close.
With an argument like that, it was just not convincing enough.
GG.
And he disappears.
I'm gonna sheath my sword then.
Okay. So before he fully disappears, I'm gonna say, or actually, no, I already said that. To where the, at a later date, blah blah blah. Maybe we'll have that meeting.
you're gonna what?
At a later date, maybe we can have that meeting.
Orochimaru says.
Oh, okay.
Orochimaru says. So, at that point, Owari is finally going to step in. He's going to say, with his hands up, he says, "We'll fully cooperate with you. We were here on strict business with the Raikage. We'll cooperate. At least I'll cooperate, and my team," and he looks at you all, "will cooperate as well."
I'm already sitting on the ground with my arms crossed, kind of pissed off that I had to get arrested.
GG.
But I'll cooperate. Owari Sensei.
Is anyone not going to cooperate?
I'll cooperate, but I'm not putting my hands up.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so at this point they say, so the guy who's in the back, he says, "All right, I'm gonna take this ninja in for questioning at the Raikage mansion." And the other guy says, "And I'll take care of things here." So he jumps off with that person and disappears. At which point the other guy says, "All right, what was your business here?"
We were getting a message from the Raikage, and we helped the man bring in some goods for his ninja store.
And Owari kind of confirms this report, pulling out a actual assignment information scroll. And the guy looks it over. He validates it, and he says, "Can I see forms of identification from all of you?"
I hand him my Genin license.
He looks at it. He hands it back to you. He's gonna assume that this is done to anyone who doesn't resist.
All right.
All right. And he says, "All right, we're going to be taking care of things from here. Thank you for attempting to capture them. However, realize that crimes done in the Cloud Village are Cloud Village business."
Yeah, and you almost got us killed. Hence why I threw a paper bomb towards you guys.
And he just kind of yeah, he just kind of looks at you without really saying anything. He just kind of glares at you.
I glare back at him. Orochimaru would have killed us.
Um, he says, "All right, you all can be on your way now. If you have any questions about, or if you want to see a copy of the report, as is policy now of the the Great Ninja Alliance, you are allowed to do so once we have issued the report. You can see it in your either at the discretion of the Hokage or the discretion of your Anbu Corps."
Okay.
And he jumps away.
Piece of shit.
So at which point Owari says, "All right, well, is everyone all right?"
I'm fine.
I'll be all right.
Asada says, "Yeah, I'm fine."
I'm just blinded.
Ooh. Okay, and y'all go back to the train. And that's what we're going to call it from here.
We're
GG.
not even gonna go talk to Naruto.
Well, so that's the thing is Silas has to go, Kono has to go. I was trying to speed things up, and you guys just weren't letting it happen.
I was trying.
GG. I will
Uh,
resist.
Fucking.
It's fucking, I'm gonna make another attack, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. It's like, fuck, let this happen, people have to go. Zach, you're good to go now if you want. We're gonna cut things here.
What's the reward?
Reward for that, I'm gonna say 300 experience.
300 experience.
When you go back to the village, you're gonna get a total of 5,000 Ria.
I'll need that
Jesus.
for a
Or,
hospital.
sorry, not 5,000, 3,000.
I'll still need that for a hospital bill.
I was mixing that up with a different mission.
So 2,300. I'll be at 2,300.
So, okay, that sounds about right. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back here shortly with our next episode.
Realizing that I'm squad captain and realizing that everyone in my squad has a radio except for one, I'm gonna stop at the radio store and buy a radio.
Fuck.
What if I don't want it?
Then you can shove it up your ass, and I'll radio your ass at 127.